having been here for a while, how much does it mean to you to get the best of Clemson in a series?
It means everything. I mean, like I've told all y'all, I grew up a huge South Carolina fan, and you know, it took 3 years of my college career to get it done, and it's never felt better. So.
Left column.
Luke, Coach Kingston said that he went into the locker room today and said that this is the place that any college baseball player would want to play with all the eyes of the world on him. How much did that weigh into how you guys played today? And what was the mood after he came in and said that?
I think it really fired everybody up. I mean, that's just the truth. I wouldn't want to be anywhere else. It's been like home to me ever since I got here, and I feel like most of the other guys feel the same way, if not every single guy on the team. So yeah, everyone was just fired up to win the game.
We'll go Jeff, then John.
TJ, I know you play every game to win and want to do your best every single game, but did the bigness of this series have much to do with the way you played this weekend?
No, I don't think, I mean, I've had pretty good success against Clemson, but I don't think that had anything to do with how I played this week. And I think I just, I went to Coach Kern and we pulled up video when I was doing good and when I was doing bad, and we found the adjustments, and I just went out there and played hard.
John?
Reid, you're already a pretty emotional guy as it is, but going out there, it seemed like there was a little bit extra to you today. What was your attitude like? What did you feel like going out there and throughout the game?
I mean, I'm new to this and didn't grow up in South Carolina, so I don't know really much about the rivalry. But honestly, the seniors that are here, I mean, doing that for them kind of just, with their last go-around, kind of just fired me up. And I told myself, I said, let's do it for them. And went out there and did my thing and had fun while I was doing it.
TJ, Coach Kingston said that he brought Sawyer in for that ninth inning, knowing how much this means to him. How cool was it to see that a guy that you obviously played with in high school to come in and have that moment as a junior?
Yeah, I mean, me and Sawyer are best friends, so I know how he is and I know how he feels about this, the Palmetto Series and stuff like that. So, I mean, I was just happy for him to get in there and, close it out for the Gamecocks that we grew up loving.
Right here.
TJ, Coach Kingston said he didn't talk about this with you guys, but the comments from Logan Davidson from Thursday talking about culture and belief and all that, did you guys, as players, talk about that amongst yourselves?
No, I mean, we didn't talk about it a lot. Someone said something about it, but I think we got a pretty good culture.
Okay, go Luke.
Reid and Luke, just you mentioned it both briefly, but just your first time in this round three, what are your impressions on how they played in these 3 games?
I tried to go in, knowing it was a big series and everything, I tried to go in just like another game, not trying to put any extra pressure on myself. I mean, obviously you could feel like the electricity in a packed house like this, but I try not to let it get to me, just try to stay even-keeled as much as possible. Coming into this, I mean, we're coming 1-1 into the series coming home, and obviously there's a lot of pressure on obviously me and then the team to get the series. But being in a stadium full of people that are cheering for you, doing everything they can to get y'all going is pretty awesome to see, and it's fun to get the win for everybody.
Reid, given Carmen's situation and not knowing the situation coming into Friday this week, are you prepared? How do you prepare this week, knowing that you could potentially be called on to start on Friday? And I guess take me through also that stare down on the strikeout, I guess the second.
No, I mean, I just prepare the same. I mean, prepare just like I would if I'm still throwing Sunday. If they call my name and be a Friday guy, I'll just do the same thing I do, get ready for Sunday. But take me through the stare down. He fouled off a pitch and ended up running down first base and casually walked back. And it kind of fired me up to see that he walked back and took his time to get in the box. And I stared him down the whole entire way until he got in the box. And then once I struck him out was when I got fired up and looked at him the whole way back to the dugout, and it was fun to do that.
Go to John and
TJ, you talked about how much this series means to you. You also committed to Monty for a while down at Charleston. How difficult is it for you to keep your emotions in check and do as Kingston says and kind of try to focus on just the game and not being above yourself? How challenging was that, and can you breathe a sigh of relief now that it's over and can be a little bit happier?
Yeah, I mean, especially when I was in my first 2 years, it was kind of difficult for me not to let my emotions get the best of me. But as I've gotten older and, you know, I don't really let that, you know, dictate how I play or, you know, what I do on the field. But like I said before, it just feels really, it's a really good feeling that I haven't had, you know, in my career here. So it's just it's a great feeling.
Well, you talk about this being your first time in it, obviously your first time playing here in this game. What was that first inning like, the electricity of this place as it kind of built with the momentum of, you know, TJ doing his thing and then you coming up and hit your home run? Is that everything you had imagined, or was it more so?
Oh, it was more than I imagined, honestly. I wasn't expecting to do anything crazy like that, hit a home run this game. I was just trying to do the best I could, and just to hear the crowd erupt when that happened, and that was just a surreal feeling.
Following up on that, Luke, how big was that inning? They score first, you guys put 4 on the board. What was that like in terms of momentum and confidence?
That was huge. I mean, really, they're a team that likes to strike first, obviously. Most teams do, and we just kicked back harder. That's all I can say about it. Just took a bunch of their momentum away, putting that many runs in 1 inning up on the board, and we just rolled with it ever since.
Luke, can you kind of take us through the shoulder, how you're feeling and where your pain level is, what you're having to go through? Also been hit in the face with a baseball. What's going to be next for you?
Well, the shoulder is it's just about good now, I think. Good, well enough to play with. Friday night it was hurting me pretty bad. It was hindering my swing, but the defense throughout the whole weekend it was very tolerable for that. And then the face, I mean, it's just, I think I had half a black eye or something. It's no big deal.